I know y'all like, Coach, what you got going on, man? You just keep dropping and dropping and dropping. Listen, I've been trying to make sure I get everything out the clip that I created for you guys, the different shows that I had. I'm going to go ahead and get those posted up. There's going to be some over in the membership section. So if you want to see them over there, as far as like breakdowns that I gave throughout the season that I was not able to get, posted up over the past couple of weeks due to my mechanical issues that I got going on over here that have now been remedied. But we're not going to complain about it. We're just going to keep on moving forward. And basically, that is what Bethune Cookman did in this game. They moved forward as far as with winning the daggone Florida Bowl. But, boy, I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all ain't going to like me. No, y'all ain't, because I'm going to go ahead and say some things that I've said before in the during the season. And I don't know if some folks were listening or they just didn't pay me no daggone attention. But it's okay. But and one thing for certain is this here game, ooh, child. You know what? Hey, let me just go ahead and get on in this thing. Hey, we're gonna talk about it right after this. Your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap in the free to tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to jump on in this thing because I'm going to be real with you. There's some things that I saw in this game, and I was wondering when was it going to rear its ugly head for everyone else to see what I've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. And one of those things were, if you come out there and you punch first on FAMU, FAMU is going to be looking a little discombobulated as far as what are we supposed to do. Bethune Cookman came out there with speed, straight up speed, and I was waiting to see just how they would unleash this thing. I mean, you got in and arounds going on where you have nobody on that side over there on the edges that are able to contain Bethune Cookman trying to get to the outside because the edges are so soft. I mean, I get it. They go from a 4-front to a 3-front. Going to a 3-front, you're thinking that because you got those 2 additional backers out there, you're going to be able to stop the run. Guess what? They were still running that thing on you. And the crazy part about it was they changed quarterbacks. Oh, my God. Coach Woody, let me give you a shout out right now. I got to give you your praise right now because you know what? You and your coaches over there at Bethune Cookman have been coaching y'all behinds off this season to get this team 500 for the season. I'm not going to, hey, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I do believe that you guys probably could have squeaked out a game or two here and there, but I definitely see growth within the program as far as what you guys are doing over there. So salute to you and your coaches for the phenomenal job that you did this season. I want to give you that. I don't know if anyone else is going to do it, but I'll be the first to say congratulations to you, Coach Woody, and your coaching staff as far as the effort and the hard work that you put into your athletes over there, making sure that they're prepared to daggone compete and execute week in and week out, because that's what it's all about. But you know what? Let me get back to this commentator. Let me get back to this commentator. Look, when you look at Bethune Cookman on defense, and they have one of their defensive lineman, defensive end, he is freaking crawling to the quarterback to sack him. Not that he got back there one time. I mean, he just fought through the daggone blockers, got back there in the backfield, was able to sack the quarterback the first time, sack RJ the first time. Then he came back. He was crawling on his daggone knees, got back there and tackled him around the ankle to sack him for a second time. And I'm sitting there shaking my head like, man, who in the hell is blocking out here? I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. Because you got a big kid out there on the field does not necessarily mean that that kid is going to be able to get up out his three-point stance, move his feet, and block accordingly. I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you. I heard that goofy comment early on in the season. I'm like, you know what? Because you got big kids and they can't move don't necessarily mean that's the thing. I'm just saying. But Bethune Cookman, they got after FAMU in this game. I hate you guys did not get the tag on pregame for this one. Coach been working a crazy schedule all week. That's why I've been trying to push this content out to you. But, I said if they mess around and they come get after it, I'm like they gonna give FAMU problems. And the sad part is Cam Ransom didn't play in this game. I'm hoping that he's not injured or anything from the last game that they had against was it Jackson State that they played last? Yeah, Jackson State that they played last. I'm hoping everything's okay with him. But they brought Timmy out there, boy, and he went to work on them folks. Now, yeah, there was some fumbles going on in the game. You know, they did have a couple of turnovers in the game. Bethune Cookman, I believe they turned it over once early on in the game. I think at the beginning of the game. And then you had FAMU. They're going for it on fourth down. Now check this out. Let me give y'all this right quick. FAMU 2nd and 2. Couldn't get the first down. FAMU 3rd and 2. Couldn't get the first down. You go for it on fourth down. You fumble the ball and give the ball back to Bethune-Cookman for them to drive down the field and put more points up on the board. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this. I said, wait a minute. I'm scratching my head at one point. Like, Bethune-Cookman was leading this game all the way through to the fourth quarter. And then all of a sudden, FAMU got a spark lit up underneath them. Said, wait a minute, we can't mess around and lose this daggone. We can't lose this daggone classic. But funny thing is, Bethune-Cookman showed that they had enough left in the tank to go ahead and hand y'all that brick. And then, what was it, a 4-game winning streak that you had against Bethune-Cookman in the Florida Classic? The one thing that I've enjoyed about this season, watching a lot of these teams play, is that teams that we thought were going to be like at the bottom of the barrel, those were the teams that slowly but steadily moved up. And they showed people that they were more than capable of getting out there and competing on the field. And you know what? I love to see when athletes get to a point the way they got to drop them in the sand. They got to drop them marbles in the sand and let you know, hey, listen, we in this thing to compete. We ain't going out like we normally do. We're in here to show y'all just what time it is. And FAMU just looked off to me today. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to say that they weren't prepared. I will say that I do feel like they checked out. You can just look at the body language. I mean, it's like you're going through the motions. I mean, like I said, you sit back, you watch football long enough, you can tell when folks look like they could very well be going through the motions. And I'm just sitting here shaking my head like, God, dog, man. I'm like, do y'all really want this thing? And like I said, fourth quarter hit, they like, all right, let's go ahead and let's kick this thing into overdrive. We're gonna have these folks talking about us as far as, we didn't come out here and do what we need to do. I mean, listen, this is the Florida freaking Classic, man. I mean, fans is expecting to see y'all come out here and leave it all out there on the field. And I mean, when you got your auntie out there at the daggone Classic, she out there showing out, taking photographs, pictures and whatnot with the fans out there and whatnot. That's, who is it? Is it William Roberts II? I think that, is it Rick Ross' son that's over at Bethune-Cookman University. His mom was out there just loving on her fans, having a good time and all that other kind of good stuff. And that, hey, guess what? That's what you want to see. You want to see people out there enjoying themselves. And I guess your auntie had to be in the building for them to go ahead and get them W in this thing. But you know what? The crazy thing is, you got to salute Bethune-Cookman on the hard work and effort that they put in this thing. The speed was just on their behind. The speed was on FAMU's behind in this game. I mean, Isaiah Washburn, I'm like, come on, man. This dude playing like a man possessed out there on the field. A man freaking possessed. I mean, it was just like, that is what you want to see in this game between these two teams. You want to see everybody out there looking to leave it just out there on the field. No questions asked. Nobody's trying to figure out, did you hold back a little bit? Hey, is it about 2 or 3 plays out there on the field that you could have went, that you could have really went a little bit harder for, but you didn't? You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to get. That's the only point I'm trying to get across, because I'm looking at Bethune-Cookman's offense. Man, listen. Them dudes, when they needed plays, they was getting plays like in bunches. They get bunch plays. I call them chunk plays and I call them bunch plays. And bunch plays are where they just get a bunch of yards at the drop of a dime, and everybody tries to figure out like, man, what the heck is going on? Now, I give R.J. Johnson his props. R.J. Johnson, the quarterback for FAMU, yeah, he caught a lot of flack this season as far as if he was the guy or not. The young man threw the ball 34 times, completing 22 for 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the crazy thing was he got sacked 4 times. Now, Timmy McClain, he for Bethune-Cookman threw 33 passes, completed 22 for 274 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he got sacked 3 times. But like I stated before, those fumbles were the ones that was the Achilles heel as far as for not Bethune Cookman, but FAMU, where they were able to take that turnover, turn it into points. And they extended their lead. And then, like I said, FAMU finally, they just kicked in and said, hey, we got to stop this. But too little, too late. So now the $1 million question is going to be, how's this all going to turn out for, the coach? Because like I stated before, this the part of the show where I start getting real with y'all about this thing. There's no way in the world, FAMU head coach, you lose homecoming, the classic, and last year you had the consecutive home game winning record snapped. You were on Coach Willie Simmons' team. You was on Coach Willie Simmons' staff as a coach. You understand what needs to be done, how everything was set up, where the team was efficient. They had the necessary athletes that were able to get out there and compete and do the things that they needed to do. Again, it makes no sense that even though FAMU rushed for 195 yards in the game, you couldn't pick up 2 yards on a second or a third down running the ball. I mean, and that's what I mean by chunk. You're getting yards in chunks and bunches. A lot of these runners, like I said, I use Thad Franklin Jr. He had 11 rushes for 118 yards, 1 touchdown. He averaged 10.7 yards per carry. Jamal Hanley, he averaged 13 yards per carry. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about as far as the rushing attack for FAMU. The things that FAMU Rattler fans were accustomed to seeing with their team, as far as with being able to pick up 2 yards with your running back, that wasn't really shown a lot this season. And there's a lot of things that's going to need to be repaired, and there's going to be a lot of questions that's going to get asked, there's going to need answers to, especially during this offseason when it comes down to, okay, what type of team are we putting together? Remember, I asked the question early on in the season, what is their identity? What is FAMU's identity? On the back end, they normally had speed. Speed was their identity. Speed and coming up to hit you. Execution. There was none of that today. Defensive backs looking like they didn't know what was going on. They're lost. Everybody forgetting their assignments. I'm like, that was not a good showing for FAMU today. That was not something that I anticipated on seeing. I thought this was going. The game came down to Bethune Cookman scoring at the last second. Not last second, but scoring last to win the game. Bethune, like I said before, Bethune Cookman was up the whole freaking game. They too have to work on execution and making sure that they keep the main thing. Following through. Y'all up what, 10, 12, was it 10, 13 points? Y'all should have kept mashing the gas on daggone FAMU by executing. It didn't happen in this game, and it's understood. But Bethune Cookman was able to walk away with the W. Can't get mad at that. Hey, I'm just giving my own assessment as far as what I'm seeing out there on the field. So if you guys think I'm being a little too critical, I do apologize. But I'm not going to not say it because of the fact that I saw what I saw. And this is not something that I would think that I would see from a FAMU team. Just being real. But I don't know, man. It is the end of the season, and y'all know some seats starting to get a little warm. It's getting a little warm. It's getting warm out here. Hey, we're going to see what's going on. And y'all know I'm going to come back with it. But hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. Congratulations to Bethune Cookman once again on winning the Florida Classic. They broke the daggone 4-year streak that FAMU had. And like I said before, I can't wait to see how both of these teams build out during the offseason as far as with the recruitment and everything, with the players that they're looking to bring in to continue to keep moving forward. But guys, your favorite coach will go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.